Hey, what's up, Silver Stackers? Thank you so much for being here. This is Silver Slayer. We're about to cover an article from silver stacking billionaire Jim Rogers talking about why silver and agriculture are probably the least dangerous in the next 2 to 3 years. First and foremost, I am doing a silver giveaway. We're getting closer and closer until I announce the winner. The entry video is live, so go enter before you miss your chance to get some silver shipped straight to your front doorstep. Now, I really like what Jim's talking about in this article in particular because he keeps it modest. He keeps it real. I hate when people overhype the price of silver, making it sound like it's going to explode tomorrow when we all know that's not true. Silver's not going to explode tomorrow, not next week, not next month, not even next year. That is misleading your audience, which is extremely dangerous because they have this false hope, this unrealistic expectation, which is going to, in return, affect how they invest. And if you're someone who frequents my channel, I usually talk about triple-digit silver being in the year 2027. I'm not going to explain all the reasons. That's a whole separate video, but that's the point, is it's not about to explode next week. When I got into the silver stacking world, 8-9 years ago, I thought that, and that was extremely dangerous because I was always buying because I thought the price was going to explode tomorrow, and that's mainly because of the content I was watching that was portraying it that way. But regardless, let's jump into this article. The link will be in the description. I wish I could buy something safe. Silver is probably less dangerous than other things. Gold is probably less dangerous, and I am not buying now, because in a big collapse, everything goes down, but I will probably buy more when it goes down further. And that's what I was talking about, why he's kind of waiting. And if you do look at a chart of silver right now, it doesn't look like it's going to recover. It looks like it's going to keep going downwards a little further, which is a perfect entry point. So here's the first question they asked Jim. Is silver the haven when it comes to commodities right now? Crude, of course, is, but is silver the bet when it comes to commodities and precious metals? So Jim responds, I do not use the term safe whenever I talk about investments. There is no such thing as safe. I assure you, I have been doing this for a long time. I wish I could buy something safe. Silver is probably less dangerous than other things. Gold is probably less dangerous, and I am not buying now because in a big collapse everything goes down, but probably will buy more when it goes down more. What is safe? I do not know anything that is safe. Agriculture is probably less dangerous. Silver and agriculture are probably the least dangerous things in the next 2 to 3 years. And I really do like about that response is how he mentions nothing really is safe, but silver is the safest. It's called a safe haven metal for a reason. You're putting your money in something that holds its value because it has intrinsic value within itself. Whoever says that 1 ounce coin is worth what is irrelevant, because the coin's value is the 1 ounce inside of it, not the price tag attached to it. But in your assessment, this is the next question, what kind of scenario is going to unfold? One is stagflation scenario where prices stay up, demand gets punctured, and the second scenario is that we are in high inflationary scenario where demand stays higher and asset prices also stay higher. Well, here's his response. Central banks are a problem. They do not know what they are doing. So most of them will print a lot of money, right? Quantitative easing. Japan is printing huge amounts of money already, so you're going to see central banks print a lot more money, and that is why inflation will get worse, because they do not know what they are doing. It's like we're trying to get ourselves out of debt by replacing it with more debt. That's like trying to pay off a credit card with another credit card. It's going to catch up. And, when I talk about the dollar losing 98% of its original purchasing power, that's an actual percentage. It's not 97%. It's not 99%. It's actually lost 98% so far. What's going to happen when it hits 100%? I mean, banks, every bank, everyone, every company is all invested into crypto as well. I even showed a clip on my podcast of Federal Chairman Jerome Powell admitting that there will be, or could be, the way he worded it though, it seemed like he was mentioning this is going to happen eventually, another form of money that coexists with the dollar, aka crypto. I mean, what else would be, right? And in my opinion, I don't want to go deep into this, but it's probably going to be USD coin. USDC is the name of it, but it's a crypto that's pegged to $1 or the American dollar. But regardless, times are changing, and that would be the only way for currency to exist, in my opinion, crypto. But anyways, let's keep moving on. So, what will be the implications of China's slowdown? The fact that Chinese are still struggling to open their economy, and it is more like a yes, no. I do not know kind of an approach when it comes to this situation. By the way, since this was an interview, the wording's a little different since they were having a conversation, and when it's put in, in text, it can be a little weird. So anyways, China is the second largest economy in the world. So of course, if it slows down, it is going to affect everybody, not just people who deal with China, but other people too. Kind of like the US dollar. I mean, the USD is the world's reserve currency, so everyone relies on the dollar's strength. We're $30 trillion in debt, though. So the implications are, and the Chinese say it is because of the virus now, and whatever it is, though, when you have large economies like China slow down, it affects everybody. And you are going to see everybody slow down in the next recession. It is going to be a very serious period. Everybody should watch ET to make sure we survive. I just want to say, if you can find that former central bank governor of India, I think he is in Chicago now. Ask him to come back and save India. Ask him to go to Washington and save America. He's a smart guy. There are not many bureaucrats who are smart. He was one. So, I think this was very interesting just to see someone else's perspective on the economy and silver and where it's headed. That's, very successful. I mean, he's an icon. He's a staple in not only the precious metals community, but the world of investing. I mean, he's a billionaire, everybody knows him. So I wanted to share that with you all. And I also really liked that he was modest about silver. He wasn't saying, silver's going to explode tomorrow. I really think, and that's the difference between very wealthy people like this compared to someone who, who might, not trying to say someone that's not as wealthy, but just someone who, I hope you get what I'm saying, though, right? He's not someone who's just trying to hype it up just because, or just because they've said something before and they don't want to say they're wrong or whatever. I don't know. But regardless, I really like that because, it's not about getting rich quick. Silver's not a get rich quick scheme. Investing period shouldn't. It's a long-term preservation of wealth as the dollar slowly collapses within itself. If you keep your money in a bank account for 20 years compared to put your money in silver for 20 years, there's a big difference. And I could even put a metaphor or a nice analogy to compare it, which I will for the sake of the point I'm making. So this is how you can literally prove that silver is timeless. A walking Liberty $50 back in the day could get you a gallon of gas. 50 cents could get you a gallon of gas, and a walking Liberty has a face value of 50 cents. So let's say I'm from, pre-1965 or whatever, I got my walking Liberty, go to the gas station, get my gallon of gas. Let's say I have another one in my pocket, though. Let's say I drove out of that gas station, went into a time warp, and ended up at the same gas station today with only that coin in my pocket. I could still get a gallon of gas. Still. But Silver Slayer gas isn't 50 cents, it's $5. Well, this is what that guy could do. He could get out of his car, walk to the nearest coin shop, sell that walking Liberty for $10, $15, and go get himself a couple gallons of gas. See, it's not the face value anymore, but the silver inside of that coin holds its value. Silver is timeless. That's the perfect way I can really break down and show and explain to people how silver holds its value. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you thought this video was educational, informational, at least entertaining, make sure to hit that like button, but most importantly, subscribe and go enter my giveaway. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Thanks so much. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.